This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
The 2016 edition of iFIBER's annual Sage and Sun Festival kicked off Saturday morning with the Grand Parade through downtown. The 2016 Babe Ruth World Series kicked off this weekend at iFIBER's Johnson O'Brien Stadium. Along with music and vendors at the 2016 Sage and Sun Festival in iFIBER, folks got a chance to see an art form that dates all the way back to ancient times.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
The 2016 edition of iFIBER's annual Sage and Sun Festival kicked off Saturday morning with the Grand Parade through downtown. It was a good turnout this year as hundreds of residents lined Basin Street to take in the festivities. iFIBER Fire Chief Jeremy Burns was honored as this year's Grand Marshal, and folks had a chance to get their first look at the teams competing in this year's Babe Ruth World Series over at Johnson O'Brien Stadium. The town of Connell's Jungle Flow took home this year's Best in Show award, and onlookers even got a break from the weekend heat thanks to Grant County Fire District 13 and their truck-mounted water cannon. In iFIBER, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News. The 2016 Babe Ruth World Series kicked off this weekend at iFIBER's Johnson O'Brien Stadium. 9 teams from around the country are in town to challenge the defending champion Columbia Basin River Dogs, who took the 2015 title in Klamath Falls, Oregon. As part of the opening ceremony Saturday night, event co-organizer Sam Boroff was presented with an award from the Babe Ruth World Series for his contributions to help promote youth baseball.
I've been a player, I've been in family, so I hope you enjoy yourselves on the other end. But on this end, it's just a vision. We hope you enjoy it. We hope you take advantage of what we have to offer here. This beautiful field. It's a lot of hard effort from a lot of volunteers. So thank you for helping us put this on. It's pretty cool in a little town of Central Washington that gets to host a Babe Ruth World Series. So thanks for coming out, and I hope you guys enjoy yourselves.
Games are scheduled all week leading up to Saturday afternoon's championship, and you can catch them all right here on iFIBER TV, Channel 1. In iFIBER, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News. Along with music and vendors at the 2016 Sage and Sun Festival in iFIBER, folks got a chance to see an art form that dates all the way back to ancient times.
Bella! Do we have a Bella?
Moses Lake resident Kyle Leslie is the owner of Tin Roof Blacksmithing, where he makes custom pieces of metalwork the old-fashioned way. He heats the iron and steel up to 2,500 degrees in his forge, then bangs it out over one of the many anvils in his collection. Leslie talked about his love of smithing and how he uses it to help teach new generations to keep the tradition going.
Well, a lot of people in my generation are lazy. They don't want to work. They want things handed to them, and I'm not like them. I've got a strong desire to make things and to leave a lasting impression with people long after I'm gone. I don't want to be forgotten, and I figured the best way to do that is to make things with steel that doesn't go away. Brooklyn, my friend's daughter, who is 9 years old and quite a gifted little blacksmith. I've got little kids all the time that are watching me and interested. I've taught as young as 7 and as old as I think 87 was the oldest gentleman I taught. It's not about strength, it's about your knowledge. You have to be able to pick up a hammer, but you have to know what to do with that hammer. Brute force isn't the name of blacksmithing.
In iFIBER, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.